now available on e-readers everywhere. From the author of the Simp trilogy, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, Manginas, They Look Like Men But They Act Like Ladies, and The Misadventures of Captain Sailor Holcomb's Stop Simping in the Workplace. Learn what mistakes not to make with women and protect your job with Stop Simping in the Workplace. Available on e-readers everywhere. In the previous video, I talked about how the grass is always greener on the simp side. And in that video, I talked about how the simp usually winds up missing out on all the opportunities that are right in front of him. And one of the reasons why the simp misses out on all the opportunities that are right in front of him is this. Your simp just does not know how to close the deal. When it comes down to many of your simps, they live in a fantasy world. And because they live in a fantasy world, they can't see the real opportunities that are in front of them. And because they can't see those real opportunities in front of them, they don't know how to close the deal when an offer is made to them. When it comes down to your simp, he's so busy looking for the fantasy to come true and the dream to come true that he can't see that somebody is pretty much trying to give him sometimes exactly what he wants. Because this is something I've seen on Shark Tank quite a bit, and even in my own life, that sometimes when it comes down to this simp, he's so busy talking that he's not listening to what people are saying. And this is the big problem with a lot of simps, and this is why they can't close the deal, because instead of them listening to what this person is saying, how they are pretty much receptive to what they're going to offer, what he's offering, he just keeps on talking until he talks himself right out of the deal he pretty much had in front of him. And this is what I mean by what I said in the previous video about the simp having something in his hand. Because the simp will have a chance at sometimes sex with women or a job promotion or even a job offer that will move him very far ahead. But because he keeps on talking, he winds up losing everything because he just doesn't know when to shut up. Because a smart guy is going to sit there and spend more time listening than talking. And this is the big problem with your simp. He's so enamored with the sound of his own voice that he can't sit down and listen. Smart guys sit there and they're 90% listening and 10% talking. Simps are 90% talking and 10% listening. And because they are 10% listening, they wind up missing the opportunity that was in front of them. And this is a big problem with your simp. He can't close a deal because he can't see the deal, and he keeps talking, trying to make deals, and because he keeps trying to make the deal or make the deal better, he can't close what is already a done deal. Because when it comes down to your simp, he's so busy trying to make this deal that's going to be perfect in his head that he can't see the opportunity that is being placed right in front of him. Oftentimes, these are done deals. Oftentimes, he'll have a woman coming to him saying that she's pretty much ready to have sex with him, or a boss ready to offer him a job. And what does the simp do? He's trying to make a better deal, or he's looking on the other side of the street at somebody else and trying to get a deal similar to theirs instead of trying to close the one right in front of him. And because he does not know how to close, he winds up with absolutely nothing at the end of the day. Smart guys know when to shut up. Smart guys even know that it's best to be quiet and keep listening, because if you keep listening, then you can hear where the opportunity is and then take advantage of that opportunity, or then find a way to get that opportunity for yourself. But your simp doesn't understand this, and because he does not understand this, he just keeps on talking and talks himself right out of a woman's bed, talks himself right out of a job, and talks himself right out of the best in life. The best in life is waiting for this guy, but because this guy is so caught up in his dreams, he can't see the reality in front of him and the real opportunities presented to him that will take himself to the next level and help him move himself ahead, because he's so busy talking, he doesn't have time to listen. And when you don't have time to listen, again, you can't hear when somebody is making you an offer that you won't be able to refuse. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.